Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining your virtual drinking buddy. So, as you may remember, a few weeks back, there was the Fall Beer Cocktail Challenge going on. And it ended on Halloween, I guess. And my plan was, the following weekend, I was going to try to set up like a recap party, get some of my friends together, try some of the cocktails, and for whatever reason that didn't work out. Somehow we're already almost to Thanksgiving, so I thought, what better time to actually recap this challenge. So my apologies for getting out late, and also for not setting up the party. I wanted to try everybody's cocktails. Unfortunately, I kind of blew my my alcohol budget. Kind of spent it all on just beer. So, and some of the ingredients for the cocktails, I wouldn't even know where to find anyway. I know they're not available here in town. I just haven't had a lot of time to go hunting stuff down. So my apologies for not getting to everybody's drink. They all looked amazing. I really appreciate everybody that participated. I had a lot of fun. I hope all of you had a lot of fun, and I hope to do it again next year. That's my plan, is to make this an annual thing. So, excuse me, I'll just already haven't had a single drink. I know, it's terrible, isn't it, Minnie? But I digress. All right, so I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that did participate. First up, Blue Eyes. I think he was the first one to accept the challenge. And he did like a pumpkin beer, fireball, Boilermaker, Wings beer delivery. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. I should have written these down. Wayne, I think you did like a coffee sort of thing, like a coffee beer cocktail. Half-ass beer reviews. Turns out he didn't actually make the cocktail for the challenge. It was something he had just filmed, posted it, and then found out that he had been called out for this challenge. So I'm still giving you credit though. Thank you. Josh at Half-Ass Beer Reviews, that metal guy, Don's Beer Reviews, and I think if there were awards, which I don't have the ability to send out, I guess. Don would definitely get the most creative video. His was really good. If you haven't watched it, go back and check his out. His was definitely Halloween themed, and there was some theatrics in it. Very good. And Perfectly Me, awesome video. They actually did two cocktails. Chu had his cocktail, and then Mallory did hers. Thank you both for putting in the effort. Bibulous Brian did 3 cocktails for the challenge, and it actually inspired him to issue his own challenge. So check his out. It's the Beer Cocktail Challenge, and I know I've already done mine, and TK's already done an entry in it. I don't know if anybody else has done an entry in that. Yeah. It was, like I said, it was a lot of fun, and he was just crushing them out. And he's already done 2 videos for his own challenge, the beer cocktail challenge. Which, real quick on that, it's get a beer that you don't know, try it by itself, and then pair it with a whiskey, and then try it again. And so he slams 2 beers down. I tried it. I had to pause and take a lot of breaths and like stretch. I was cramping up. No, but yeah, I don't chug so well, but it was still a lot of fun to do. Oh yeah, Jade, this guy's thoughts. Yeah, I'm having a hard time with words today. And it's not just this video. It's like it's been since I got up this morning, so I apologize for that. But yeah, Jay, this guy's thoughts had an entry, and then oh yeah, there. I was gonna say TK was kind of. I think his was the popular vote. Like if there were awards, he would get like overall best cocktail maybe. Although I really think everybody did a good job. Mallory's looked really good. I don't know where to get like some of the, was it fresh nutmeg that you put on top of yours? It was like a oatmeal stout and some amaretto and some fresh seasonings that you like I said, I'm having a hard time with words. It looks like I'm writing in the air, but no, that's not it. Like fresh ground nutmeg on top of hers, and I don't know where to get that. It's probably not as hard to find as I think it is, but anywho, yeah, thank you everybody for getting to it. And unfortunately, the only one that I was able to get to was the Amish Buggy Bomb, only because in my small town there is actually a little candy store, and they carry a lot of different sodas. And so I was able to find birch beer, which I never even heard of it until seeing TK's video. And so I was able to pick up a bottle of that, just a wee little pocket bottle of Jaeger. So when I picked this up, I want to say this was $5.99, or I could have gotten a single shot of it for $2.79. So I was like, well, yeah, I'm going to get the bigger bottle. But then I realized, what am I going to do with the other several ounces that are in this bottle? I don't even know how much is in here. It's a 200 milliliter bottle. And since I'm doing a smaller version of it, because I just got the what is this, 11.2 ounce bottle of Polliner. So I'm scaling mine down a little bit. When TK did his, I'm pretty sure he did the whole liter of Polliner, and then some birch beer and some Jaeger. So I'm going to do like half a shot of Jaeger and some birch beer. And apparently the girls are going to wrestle. That's what they do. Happens all the time. So yeah, my apologies again for not being able to get to everybody's, but there were a lot of good entries, and honestly, some of that I wouldn't even know where to begin looking. I just know that the liquor store here in Glenwood does not carry some of those liquors. So, do that, and if I remember correctly, I probably should have gone back and watched some videos to see how all this goes. I don't remember exactly how much of everything went in. Hopefully that's pretty good. I'm going to try this birch beer just because I've never had birch beer before. Okay, that's pretty good. Reminds me a lot of sarsaparilla. So yeah, similar to root beer, not exactly though. Pretty good. And then for my half a shot of Jaeger. Looks like about half, yeah. So yeah, but just to recap, thank you everybody that participated. I think it went pretty well, and hopefully everybody can do it again next year. Hopefully we'll get some more participants and we'll see some new cocktails. I probably will not be trying to make that pumpkin coffee latte thing that I made using Bailey's, because that did not go well. I don't like chewing beer, so it wasn't fun. All right, I'm gonna try to chug this, but I make no promises. Cheers. Nope, it didn't work. But that is really good. I never would have thought to mix any soda, excuse me, and beer, and then mix it with Jaeger, which I don't actually like Jaeger. I had a very bad experience with Jaeger years ago, shortly after my wife and I got married. We maybe were married a year or two and I went on a fishing trip with her dad, and on the last day of the fishing trip, he got a big old bottle of Jaeger, and none of the other guys on the fishing trip wanted any, so it was just me and him doing shots of Jaeger, if you want to call it that. We were using a coffee mug, like a small, well, probably more like a teacup. But it started off just a little bit in the bottom, and last thing I remember, the last one that I had was probably 3/4 of the way full. And then we had to drive home the next day for about 6 hours, and I was not doing well. So, yeah, ever since then, Jaeger just hasn't tasted as good. It's a funny story now, but not a good drink. But I digress. It goes perfectly with all of these beers. And this is the perfect beer to mix it with. The birch beer and the Jaeger mix very well. TK, excellent cocktail, my friend. Sorry I didn't make everybody else's. Hopefully next year I'll do a better job of rounding it up and having a recap party. I better have a little bit more of this, though. I think he's onto something there. But that's really all I got. Again, I know I've said it 100 times, but thank you, everyone. And hope to see you back next year. So yeah. And if you liked what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button below. And don't forget to tell your friends. And this is the Malted Gentleman reminding you, you only have one liver, so use it wisely.